Just gonna have a... Just gonna pass out somewhere, I guess. I don't know. Hi, Dolce. Dolly, my lady! Oof. Yeah, don't... Pico, don't go around calling people milady. It doesn't work no. Oh, hi, Freya. Well, you seem in good spirits today, Pico. Hey, these days... A love song! It's a melody of love. We have to use our whole bodies to express our love in time with the music. Right, my lady?
Aggravating.
I agree with that statement. Yeah, can we not?
Let's start the day with a hearty greeting.
Alright, well I see Margaret's in her swimming attire. We've got... Oh, is that a gigantic fish? Well, Margaret's getting ready to play music. I think I have to leave because Margaret's music keeps trying to get copyright stricken for whatever reason. But I'm just gonna keep talking as we go, and hopefully we'll run into somebody... Please just bite the thing. I hit it! Oh, whatever. I hit the oh, because I didn't hit the button switch. I forgot about that. It seems the sun took a rest today, and so should you. Takes one to know one, Dr. Jones. I mean, I will if you will. Nancy told me that love songs are popular these days. Personally, I never understood them. At least not until I met Nancy. Oh, you guys are so cute! You guys are adorable.
Good morning.
Good morning, Freya. Morning. It's been a while since I last listened to a love song. People always say your first love is destined to falter. Could you not? Vishnu is right here, lady. Could you not? Could we just... You're right. You're 100% right, but it doesn't match for video game logic. Could we... Because let's be honest here. There is not a single person that didn't have a crush on somebody in, like... I'm gonna... You know what? I'm gonna say, like, first grade. That didn't pan out. Or that, 100% panned out all the time. Like, you might have, like, the crush, and then you don't get together, and then you get together at the end. Like, that clicks for me. But yeah, no, like, my first, like, real person crush didn't work out. I don't even know what that guy's doing anymore. I haven't thought about that guy in at least, like, 8 years. I think the last time I thought about that guy was when I, like, thought about people that I dated, because I dated him at one point. And all of the fictional people I have crushes on haven't managed to exist in real life, so I think we're good. So there's that. As for the fictional crush people, I'm trying to think of who my first fictional crush was. It might... You know what? No, I know who it was. My first fictional crush from when I was like a kid. Like, innocent crush. My first fictional crush was Danny Phantom. 100%. I don't know why. Like, as I think about it, I'm like, I don't know. But that was my first fictional crush. And then, let's see. I briefly had a thing for the character of Harry Potter. Oh god. I had a crush on the character of Cody from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Like the character, not the actor. And then I got introduced to Dragon Age Origins, and I had like a big obsession with Alistair for the longest time. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going, so this way I stop embarrassing myself as I keep reliving old crushes. But my current fictional crushes would be Astarion. Well, don't just. he just yelled it from over there, so he, Astarion, I don't know why, but Gale and Karlach. All from Baldur's Gate. But it's fine. Like, it's fine. Just gonna keep going. But that's not always true. Oh. Well, thanks, Nancy. I guess I just aired all of my everything for no reason. It's fine. What do you mean? Isn't it obvious? No. That her first love was actually Dr. Jones? Is that what that meant? Vilkanon, what do you make of love?
Good morning, it's the beginning of a new day.
Have you heard Margaret's song?
Indeed, I would describe it as young. Such a young song.
I swear to God. Could we not?
It's wonderful. Simply wonderful. This song portrays the sentiment of a girl who's in love. It's just so beautiful.
We've all had some weird crushes. Oh God. I worry for some people with theirs, but I know exactly what you mean. Cause I'm trying to think. I think like somebody at one point in time mentioned like, I don't know, that they had a crush on was it Luigi? I don't know. I don't remember. Hey, thanks, Dillis. He is ultimate tsundere as well. We just have like 3 tsundere characters.
Morning.
Was it Margaret who wrote that song? It's not bad.
Well, he likes it. And we talked to Forte already. No. What do you think? What do you think of the song?
Have you heard that love song that's been so popular lately? That song reminds me of your feelings for me.
I swear to God, Porcelain. Oh my God. Why can't I think of his name? Why can't I think of his name from Rune Factory 5? I can picture him. I know exactly what he looks like. He looks like this guy, but wearing like a pimp suit. What was his name? Oh God, this is gonna kill me. I'm looking it up. I need to look at this up. It's just... Oh... Because I love doing his voice. New Factory 5... Characters. I want all of the characters. I just want the names of all the characters. I don't care about the bachelors in this case. Palmo! I'm upset with myself.
That's not true.
Thanks. Thanks, Freya.
Good morning.
Alright. Where's Arthur? Where's Xiao Pai? I wanna know what Arthur thinks. Arthur?
It's 9 a.m.
It's 9 a.m. Thank you, somebody, for the announcement, I guess. Am I losing my mind? Where's Arthur? Arthur's gotta be somewhere. Oh.
Morning. I like you.
You know, I rather like it.
What is it?
What are you talking about?
Yes.
That love song. The one that's been making the rounds through Sylphia. It's a bittersweet melody is enough to bring one to tears, isn't it?
Ventusville, do you have a thought?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd rate today's weather a 5, or maybe that was a 7.5.
Can we talk? How have you been? Oh, this progresses.
I can't say that I fully recovered, but I do feel much better now.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
You know... Then...
Oh God, what? Thanks for taking me out, Pico. I got taken out by a ghost.
What's the matter?
What's the matter? How could you ask that? What's the matter with you?
What do you mean?
Isn't it obvious? It's about Dolly. How much longer are you planning on leaving her like that? Give her back her memory.
Like, we can do that. Ow.
Huh? Freya? Don't lie there like that. You'll catch your death of cold.
You're the one who shoved me.
Huh?
Hmm? You left the TV on.
I do agree with Pico, though. There's no need to block the Guardian's memories anymore. But... there's no...
Hold on, no. She's still trying to put on that front.
There's no need to bring them back either. What are you saying? There is a need, or else I wouldn't be here right now, would I? So, hurry it up.
Can she just not return the memories? Like, is she not able to?
Return her memory.
But if I do that...
Is there a reason that you're trying to keep it buried? You know what, though? She has let her guard down with Dolly before. Maybe I'll just...
Not especially, though I can't exactly say for sure that there isn't one. What kind of wishy-washy nonsense is that? You think it's better that she stays in the dark forever?
It's only memories relating to me, though.
It's not like there's anything essential I'm keeping sealed away. You bonehead. What? I don't know what you're worried about. But you thought it was the right thing to do, right? And that's why you did it. But things are different now, so why can't you just be more confident? Can't you trust them?
Yeah, please do.
This is so frustrating. Bet you're worried about something stupid. Like how angry she'll get over you erasing her memories. Am I right? Oh my, this is just pathetic.
Well...
No excuses. Just give her back her memories and let her get mad at you. Not like you don't deserve it.
You know, I don't know if this seems as like a confident, like, I don't know, pep talk coming from the person who, you know what? Pico's a masochist. Pico's a masochist and Dolly is a sadist. Nothing is wrong with that. Don't take it so personally. Well, I'm glad that I've come full circle in my day. But yeah, I don't think, you know, just like get through the pain and get over it is necessarily the best advice coming from a masochist. Go on.
Could you stop hitting her? It's not gonna help.
It's just gonna make things worse.
Give me a second. No waffling. How many times do I have to...
Just give just a second. Just, if you don't let her think about how to undo the thing, she's never gonna undo it. Can I tell you how effective I would be at my job if someone just smacked my hand all day every time I went to go do something because I didn't do something else quicker?
Freya, will you call the three of them here? Well, I'm glad we're on the same page. Finally, everything should go back to normal now. For Dolly, and for you too, Ven.
I cannot wait to see them ream her a new one. I want to see Venti get reamed. Not because I feel like... Not because I wish bad things for Venti. I just want to see what they're like when they get their memories back. Their personalities are probably going to be the same, but boy, this is going to be great. Pico. I'll go get him. Oh, do I no, I don't have to actually go get them. Oh, good. We're returning memories.
Uh-huh.
Wait, where's Leon? Does Leon still have his memories? Venti?
Huh?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for everything you've all gone through on my account.
Ven.
Yes.
She just threw Pico.
You've grown.
You think? She looks the same to me.
I think she has. She seems more dignified.
None of you have changed at all.
But... Why was it I'd forgotten about you? You're such a dear friend to me. That's, my fault. I had taken away your memories of your time with me. I'm sorry.
Why would you do that?
I was just concerned that you all might try to become guardians again. For me. Leaving me all alone again. Oh. I know you all sacrificed yourselves for me, but I didn't want to see you do that again. I couldn't bear it.
You.
Venti, you...
I know I'm being selfish. You all became guardians for me, but I want you to imagine that your best friend, whom you've always been with, the one you've always turned to, suddenly disappeared one day. How would that make you feel? The first day, you'd be bummed. Just be one of those days. The second and third days, you'd start to really miss them. After 4 days, you begin to worry something bad may have happened. And then, it wouldn't be much longer before you realized that your best friend wasn't coming back. Oh. No matter how good you may feel physically, you no longer have your best friend by your side to share that happiness with you.
I'm texting my best friend after this. It's gonna be in all caps. It's gonna be, Mariah, I love you. And that's exactly what it's gonna be.
Hopeless and alone. You think to yourself, I'm so lonely. Why aren't my friends here to comfort me? And then you'd remember again that it's your own fault. That you're only alive because of the sacrifices your friends made for you. The realization hits you like a ton of bricks. Oh my god, it's survivor's guilt. Lady Ventusville just has survivor's guilt because her friends, literally every friend that she had, like that was left, sacrificed themselves for her, so she's sitting there alone, feeling lonely, and then she has survivor's guilt on top of it, and she doesn't have anyone that she can turn to. Yet you're powerless to do anything about it.
Venti,
But that's why I'm actually kind of glad. Huh? I'm glad I could finally say all of this out loud. And I'm glad I could finally get an opportunity to apologize to you. I'm sorry.
why?
Why are you apologizing? I've always wanted to apologize to you all. I've made you sacrifice your own lives for me. Words can't describe how much I've regretted allowing that to happen. I'm so very, very sorry.
Why are you blaming yourself for that?
Because if it... I mean, it does make sense. And I get that it was all of their decisions. I do. And I agree. It is their decision, so thereby you're not really at fault. But I can understand where Venti's guilt still continues to compound, because if it wasn't for her condition, if it wasn't for the... We're just going to put this in the same phrasing as like a medical condition. If it wasn't for her medical condition, her friends wouldn't have been trapped in like a parallel reality where they all turn themselves into monsters. And what makes that even worse is it's a condition that Venti herself has no control over. It's like if every day that you like were getting sicker and sicker and sicker, like, I don't know, let's say you got poisoned, and the only thing that would save you from being poisoned is that your best friend would have to get trapped in like a limbo state of like being poisoned themselves eternally for as far as you know, the rest of their lives. Could you go on living with yourself knowing that the person is in this like midway state of half poison forever because of their friendship and their compassion for you? That if you hadn't been poisoned or have, you know, something go wrong in your body that you have no control over, it still caused this to happen. And then as a result, you lose your best friends over this. And you have then no support network. Can you really feel good about yourself knowing that they chose still to do it to save you? But they can't, like, yeah, it's still their choice, but if it wasn't for the thing that was affecting you, like, you'd still feel horrible. I just did what I wanted to do. Yeah, and, like, I feel like that's what the rest of the story is going to try to say. All of these characters are going to be like, but I chose to do it, and that's why you shouldn't feel bad, and yada yada yada. And I feel like that's not the thing that you would... If my friend was going through what Lady Ventuswell was going through, yes, I would say, yes, but it was my choice. That is important. But secondly, I would try to fixate on, it's not like Venti had any kind of control over what was happening to her. Because it was a medical condition outside of her control. She had nothing that she could do. There wasn't anything that could be changed. And that's something I would fixate on, is I made a choice based on circumstances that you couldn't change. And it's not fair to beat yourself up over these circumstances that you couldn't change, and you shouldn't also then beat yourself up for my choice based on these circumstances you have no control over. And that's what I would fixate on more than anything. I would fixate on primarily, you had no control over this, number one. Secondary would be, and then I made my choice on that. Not primary, I made my choice and not ever get to secondary. It was my choice to make. Nothing for you to concern yourself with.
But I feel the same. I didn't care what happened to me as long as you were okay, Ven.
And that would make her feel worse. Don't say that. That's not what you say. I don't... Okay. I know that I'm a person that really struggles heavily with the classic trope of, like, the hero syndrome, right? Where, like, it's the epitome of you set yourself on fire to make other people feel warm kind of thing. And I know that I've struggled with this so badly that I have thought that other characters were Mary Sue's that actually had the same exact issue that I have, because I just saw that as normal and not having an issue, and that's the problem. If you want a really good example of this, the She-Ra 2018 that they put out on Netflix, highly recommend watching. She-Ra has a hero complex. Specifically, Adora has a very hard hero complex. And if when you watch that, you don't see that complex and you just think that she is a Mary Sue, then there's a good chance that you probably have the same issue that she does. Because it is actively her hero complex that causes her problems. And they make a big point of that at the beginning of season 5. Yeah, at the beginning of season 5. So that's not going to make her feel better. Hearing, I don't care what happens to me because my hero complex is taking over and I'm going to protect you with everything that I have. I wonder if she thinks she's subconsciously manipulating others into sacrificing themselves. Yeah. That's something else I would be concerned about. Because, like, and it also especially depends on, like, if there's something that's bothering her specifically about her own personality. Because, like, I know that I get to, like, talking about me and myself a lot, especially in real life with other people, and it's not me trying to, like, one-up people. It's me trying to, like, relate to them by being like, yeah, I understand, like, where you're coming from with this because I have this experience here. Which I know a lot of people sometimes don't take that way, and I'm sorry, but that's not ever what I mean by it. And so, like, as a result, though, internally in the back of my head, I'm like, I occasionally do checklists, like, am I a narcissist? Because that's something I'm genuinely concerned about, because I understand, like, that there's a limit. And I know that me having that checklist makes me not a narcissist anyway. but, you know, so there's in the back of my head of like, you know, if I was like being concerned potentially about like doing something because it's narcissistic, if that's something that I have going on in the back of my head at all times, and there's a situation like this that could be presented as, you know, me being narcissistic for some reason, convincing people to, you know, harm themselves or put themselves in harm's way, knowing that I got this hero complex, I wouldn't feel good about it. And that's something else that would be eating at me. So if she's got in the back of her head some sort of subconscious thing about being concerned about manipulating other people or negatively using those relations that she has with her friends against them in a way that could harm them, then that's not gonna make her feel any better. That's gonna add to that concern that's sitting in the back there, the way that it, you know, would add to the narcissism concern that I would have for myself. So, like, yeah. And just with as a person trying to undo their own hero complex issues and be able to try to look at it slightly more objectively, I wouldn't say this to a friend that just said all of this stuff to me. What Amber just said, I wouldn't say that to somebody. Because what that tells them is that this entire time you have been concerned about my health and my well-being and my life, and that's why you've even erased my memories, because you've been this concerned. And now I'm just telling you, I don't have any value to my own life. I don't value my life. And thereby your concern means nothing to me. And I don't think that's a good way to phrase that, because it's not that I'm trying to read too much into it, but if you have a friend that's in a bad situation like this, oh god, I stayed on this too long. But if you have a friend that's in a bad situation like this, you really have to be careful about what you're saying to them, and you really have to think through how the words that you're going to put out there into the world are going to make them feel when you put them out there. Because if I were to say this to somebody like Venti, there's a lot of ways that she could internalize this very wrong, and it just make her feel worse about herself. You say that, but look, I don't know how the other two related to you. Thank you. But it's clear we all feel the same way. I think Dolce gets this, and I think that's why she didn't say something like that. But she made her sentiment known. We did it for you. And you didn't make us do it. We did it because we wanted to. That's why, as long as you're alive, we're happy. That's all the gratitude we'll ever need.
We had...
Oh, going from changing one voice to the other. A little rough.
We had to be alone the whole time, so I wasn't exactly thrilled about it.
You don't count, 'cause you can wait forever if you need to.
I know that you feel sorry deep down inside. I can see it in your own... how you're stretching my face. Remarkable. None of you have changed. Not one bit.
Oh, she's crying.
Thank you.
Oh. But sacrificing your own life to save others. It might sound noble in theory, but those who are left behind have to deal with your loss.
That's it. Thank you. You've made my entire point in a sentence. Everything I just said in a paragraph, you got in a sentence. Boom. Right there.
And I swore to myself that I'd never allow such an act to be done in my name again. I was about to make Freya do the same thing.
Oh my god, please. Aren't you glad I didn't listen to you?
In the end, yes. But if I'd had some power left, I would have swallowed a troublemaker like you whole.
I'm not tasty. Start from the head. I'm going with I'm not tasty, but my heart is really here somewhere.
I should sprinkle some salt on you for taste then.
Well, I'm really glad to see how things worked out for you, though.
Huh?
Well, you were able to see Amber and all of your other friends again. It has to be wonderful.
That's true. And it's all thanks to you.
Huh? Well, okay, let's not praise me.
Oh, nothing. I said nothing.
Nothing, huh?
I was a bit surprised, though, I must admit.
About what? Oh, I was a bit surprised, though, I must admit.
About what?
How you were talking to everyone so naturally, so casually. You didn't put on the fake voice. I purposely did that because I figured she probably wouldn't. I guess I'm just not used to it. Not used to it toward anyone but me, that is, anyway.
That's true.
Does that mean she's gonna be using this voice from now on forever? And I can just do this voice instead? Because while it's a little bit more rough on the vocal cords, it does feel a little more natural. Venti?
Huh.
Why don't you start opening up to everyone else in town like this too?
Huh?
Well, now that we have the rune spheres, there's no need to worry about them becoming guardians.
But
I know, this is a sensitive issue. Oh.
Huh, this is a sensitive issue.
Why?
I've been acting this way for a long time. And, you know, sort of a system has developed, like it's a tradition. It's who I am to them. Trying to change that now can only cause confusion.
If you do it slowly, individually, person by person, just slowly begin to let your guard down, it's not going to be jarring. I mean, come on, every now and again, everyone has that one reserved old lady that they see in their life that seems prim and proper, and then she drops an F-bomb, and it all goes out the window, and you're dying inside when you hear it. Oh, Blossom! Oh god, okay, going from Ventuswill's voice to Blossom's is gonna kill me. The real reason I keep a whole bunch of water around is to go from voice to voice.
Excuse me.
Good morning.
Good morning, Freya. Having a morning conversation with Lady Ventuswill.
I came to see how Venti's doing.
Is that so? She's been sick for quite a long time, hasn't she?
Okay, so this might be a great opportunity.
Go ahead, Venti. Give it a shot. Huh? Give what a shot?
Try talking to Blossom the same way you've been talking to me and the others.
What?
Is something the matter?
Nothing at all. Ahem.
Are you here? Nope. That's my Venti official voice. It's not that it hurts. It's just I have to like change my registry and going from two voices that are similar to one voice that is nothing like it. Are you here for an audience?
That's right.
Is it not a strain on your body to come all this way?
Please don't worry. It's one of the few pleasures allowed to this old woman.
I see. Very well then, to your health, Miss Blossom.
Oh, come now. I don't deserve such attention from a divine being like yourself.
Venti? Is there something further you wish to discuss? You must be busy. Well, why don't you run along and continue the tasks you've been assigned? I swear to God. Venti. Really?